Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to show you 3 common mistakes a lot of people make on their overheads and how to fix them. So let's get into today's video, and this is Ben Nixon, who is Will the Thrill's brother. Okay, so we saw Will the Thrill in some of our other videos. This is Ben, and a really great guy, really smart guy too. He's a smart guy, this guy. Anyway, let's get into the video. Now, we can see when he's coming back here, one thing is too big a backswing. You see all that stuff? That's not necessary, okay? Right here. What I'm pointing out right here is look how low his racket is. And so this has to do a lot of work right now just to get ready. This is not efficient. This is not what we want to be doing. The other thing is, what I like is he's pointing to the ball, but to me, it's leaning too forward. His arm is going too forward. You're going to see later we want to be more back up in here with our hand, okay? So even though he's doing the right thing, it's not exactly as I want it. Now, here's the next one. This happens a lot. This is where things really break down. Look how this arm is dropping, and it's dropping just slightly too soon to where it's going to be throwing off his balance and making him rotate too early. So by the time he's hitting, he's right here, and you can see that so much of his momentum is now going out that way to the fence. So he's not having his balance and his power going where we really need it, which is towards the court, towards the target. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at what we want to be doing, and then we're going to show you how Ben was able to get a lot of those elements start to get that going. Alright, so here we go. Here I am getting ready to hit an overhead. Now you're going to see that instead of bringing the racket way down and also separating the hands, I like to hold on to the racket. Okay, and this is also a move. If you watch Novak Djokovic when he's warming up his overheads, he does this too. Lots of pros do this. You know, it's a good thing even when you're hitting a lot of shots on this side, if you can, to hold on to that racket as long as you can, like when you're hitting the forehand, doing that unit turn for your forehand. It just helps your unit turn stay together more, being able to load the court. So as I'm moving back and doing my crossover steps, I'm holding on to that racket, and then I like to call this, I'm going to pitch a tent, okay? So what I want you to think about as you're holding this racket, let's pretend you're a football player, and you're holding onto the ball and you're running back getting ready to throw a pass. Okay, so pretend that's a football in your hand you're holding. All right, now you're going to get here and you're going to pitch a tent. You're going to hold a tent up, right? So you're basically that stick in a tent and you're holding it up there. Okay, notice how we are past straight, right? So straight is right there. We go past that. Very, very important. Very important move right there. All right, I'm going to clear that out. Now, when I go to hit, notice how much longer. You can see I'm more turned than Ben was, and notice how much longer I'm going to stay facing this way. All right, when I get ready to hit, and then more of my energy is going to be going forward towards the court as I go to swing. So here I come. Now, I like to think about this as going into the long bomb, right? You're gonna right before you get ready, right before you get ready to hit, you're gonna sink down into it. See how that move? I'm coming back, I'm gonna sink down into it, get ready to throw a long bomb pass. And look how both of these arms work together. Now it's starting to turn end over end. So now these arms, this starts to go up higher and extend. The other arm's coming down, but they're working more as a unit. And even though, and it never will, if you look at any serve, any overhead, even though these things don't stay exactly together, right? Even though they don't work exactly together, I'm thinking about this arm staying up. I don't ever want to think about this arm dropping, okay? It's just going to drop naturally. If I think about bringing the arm down, most likely it's going to come down too soon. So even though when we do this, and you can see that this arm has dropped. In my mind, even though we can see it's dropped here at the highest point, I still imagine it being up as high as the other arm. So I stay up because I know it's going to fall anyway, if that makes sense. And now they swing through together, and you can see much more of our energy is going forward. So we have a better chance of the ball going forward where we want it and in the court. And then look at my eyes, everything directly looking at the target. So let's take a look at how Ben was able to incorporate a lot of these ideas that we just showed. So right here we can see Ben's hard work paying off. He's holding onto the racket, getting ready. Now watch that next move. Look how he gets back there. So he's no longer here with his arm where it was. Now he's looking back there. That's great. So we're going to clear that out, and then watch how here we go. Watch how now both arms are working together in synchronicity. So he can go up there and hit the ball, and then when he's done his swing, look how his head is now also going forward. Oh, forward. Well, you get the idea. There's my arrow. All right, guys, so hopefully you'll like this video. And if you like this video, then I'm going to want you to give this video a big, fat like. That happened on the last time, too. There's something going on there. You know what? I don't think I can do the little dot on the eye. There we go. So you got to like it. All right? If you think it's cool or you have any more advice for Ben or for me, or you want to tell us good job, it's always nice to tell a young man who works hard good job. So maybe give Ben a little shout out and say, hey, good job, good correction. You comment. Give us some comments. And if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, you need to subscribe because this is a fun channel for learning the game of tennis and improving. All right, we'll see you later. This is Pete from Crunch Time Coaching saying have a great day.